Dear God, when is this horrible war going to end and life return to normal? Well, the answer to that question came in only a few weeks, as General Lee surrendered to General Grant at Appomattox Courthouse on April 9, 1865, in all effects, bringing the war to an end, although there still was some fighting going on. On April the 11th, we had a great celebration at the mansion.
Oh, the whole city was illuminated. Rockets lit the sky, colored lights blazed on the mansion lawn, and ex-slaves sang out in jubilation. The next day, I received a note. It was from my husband, but worded like it came from a man from long ago. It was playful and tender, in which he asked if I might go driving with him on Friday, April 14th, alone, with no one else to bother us. Father, you seem so happy today.
Well, I feel so, Mother. I really do consider that the war's coming to a close. And you know, we've both got to be happier. Well, this past year with the war and the loss of our little Willie, we've both been very miserable.
And we must cheer up Taddy.
Yes.
Besides being sick so often these past few years, he still loses control when reminded of Willie.
Well, we've got to remember the happy times. Like, you remember when the boys and their friends did that circus upstairs in the mansion attic?
That's right, wearing my good dresses. Oh, and remember how they used to take those old calling cards left by dignitaries over the years, which they found up in the attic, and throw them up in the air. They would pretend it was snow. They even covered the steps with those cards and slid down them on an old chair they said was a sled. The steps was a hill covered in snow.
That's what we've got to do, Mother. Remember the happy times. And I've been thinking that when my term is over, instead of going right back to Springfield, well, maybe we ought to do some traveling. Go over to Europe and then out west to watch the prospectors digging out the gold to pay off our national debt.
That sounds wonderful, Father.
And we shall start tonight. We'll get ourselves a good laugh. We'll go over to the Ford's Theater and see that play, Our American Cousin.
Well, the Grants could not attend with us, so we were joined in our box by Miss Clara Harris and her fiancé. We were sitting there and talking about our drive and our conversation from earlier in the day, and when we discussed our future travels, Father said,
"There is no city that I desire to see so much as Jerusalem." Well, now by the third act, oh, Mary and I, we were like a pair of young lovers as she nestled close to me.
What will Miss Harris think of me clinging on to you so?
Oh, she won't think a thing of it.
And that was when my life ended. John Wilkes Booth shot my husband. Father died the next morning. I wish that I had been permitted to watch over and minister to my idolized husband through an illness, receiving his loving farewell word in return. I could have thanked him for his lifelong devotion to me, and I could have asked forgiveness for any inadvertent moment of pain that I might have caused him.